All right, can you state your first and last name for me?
José Dias Neto.
And we're doing 9 laps in the Porsche Turbo S. Sound good?
Okay.
All right,
Very good.
cool. So one of the first things you notice about the car is the mirrors. The mirrors are all set up for me. I'll be watching what's going on behind us. Car's coming up on us quick. I'm going to turn on the hazards. I'll place my hand on the wheel, and I'll instruct you which side of the track to be on for that pass to happen safely. If we're coming up on a car that we're going to make a pass on, they're going to show us that same courtesy. Turn on their hazards. I'll place my hand on the wheel, and I'll instruct you to pass either on the right or the left, all right?
Okay. Could you speak a little slower?
A little slower, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So when we're in traffic conditions, we never pass or be passed unless the hazards are going, okay?
Okay.
So I'll help you through that. If there's a car coming, I'll turn the hazards. I'll make sure that happens safety.
Okay.
If we're coming up in a car we're gonna pass, they're gonna show us the hazards. Place my hand on the wheel and we'll make the pass safely, okay?
Okay.
I'll be talking to you the whole time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't hear it the first time, I'll still talk slow, but I'll say it again and again and again and again so you hear it, okay? Now when we're out there on the track, one of the really important things is the brake pedal. Nice and smooth with the brake pedal. Smooth all the way into the corner. Then once you're through the corner, you start to balance the car, a little bit of throttle maybe. Once you're at that apex, you start to squeeze the throttle and unwind the wheel all the way to your exit point. All right. Once the steering wheel's straight, the car's pointed in the right direction, you can go full throttle.
Okay.
I'll let you go as fast as you want, as long as you're doing it right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then so now as far as the steering wheel goes, give it one full turn to the right. Keep on going. One full turn. There you go. So now the steering wheel is all straight up and down. Hand position goes a little bit lower. Perfect. Right there. With the thumbs on those grooves right there. The car has the paddle shifts, upshift on the right, downshift on the left, but it can also be driven in automatic. I would be calling out the gear changes for you if you want to do that, or we can just drive it in automatic. Which do you prefer? Paddle shifts?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll call out your gear changes for you. I'll tell you when to upshift and I'll tell you when to downshift. All right?
Okay.
Other than that, do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Let's go on with it. Foot on the brake.
Yeah.
Put your thumb down here. Pull that all the way down. Push it over to the left one. Oh, you got a...
It's my
little
kid.
A kid.
Hi!
Hi.
Hi. Ok. Cadê vovó?
Lá atrás.
Cuidado aí, cara, com os carros, tá bom?
Tá. O freio já foi?
Já foi. Beijo, filho.
Tchau.
Tchau.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's all fun here. All right, cool. So, put us down in the manual. All set. Nothing on the right. Let's pull on out of our stall. Head on down pit lane here. You're going to kind of wind yourself over to the left a little bit. And then you're going to pull right next to the speed limit 200 sign. Pull out a little bit more. Yep, a little bit more. And now turn it hard right. And pull out. Keep on going. Keep going. All right, stop.
In order to see. Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. You're good. 1, 2, couple cars. So just hold right here. On the third car, we'll be able to go. So 1, 2, and then one more car. All right, so turn the wheel to the left and head on out to those 2 blue cones. Head on the track, upshift. Now you're gonna stay to the left here. You're getting ready to turn it nice and tight to this apex. So cross over the track, over to the apex, starting to squeeze the throttle, and now unwinding the wheel back on over to the exit. So throttle all the way down, shift, shift. All right, so come in this braking zone. There you go. Good, nice firm brake pedal. Start to come off those brakes and turn it in. Nice and tight. About 2 wheels on the red and white paint. So right here. Now, yep, we're gonna stay to the inside. There's a car on our left. And now you can move on over to the left. All clear. So a little bit of brake here. off the brakes, and turn in. Nice and tight all the way to the apex here. Start to squeeze the throttle, keep this hand position, stay to the right, nice job. A little bit of brake, and then off, and turn into the left. Balance over the crest, a little bit of throttle, and unwind the wheel. Right here, right about there, just like that. And then hard onto the brakes, and downshift once.
Oh, downshift.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Now, start to squeeze the throttle. Right about middle of the track, but work your way over to the right a little bit. And then apply a little bit of brake and off the brakes and turn it to the left. Back onto the throttle pedal. A little bit of throttle. Come out wide, come out wide. And look through the corner.
Okay.
Now, turn it in. Start giving it more throttle. More throttle, more throttle, more throttle, more throttle. Throttle all the way now. All right, shift. Shift. All right, now hard onto those brakes, downshift once. Start your turn in. Hug that apex down there, weight to throttle. Up, now throttle. Make sure you get all the way around the corner and then start to go. Hard onto the brakes, brakes. Start to turn in. Hug that apex right there. Start to squeeze the throttle, work your way over to the right. Little bit of brake, turn it to the left. Balance over the crest, start to squeeze the throttle and unwind the wheel. Unwind the wheel a little bit, there you go. Brakes, 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 downshift once. Turn it in, start to give it some throttle. Throttle all the way over. A little bit smoother on the throttle pedal, okay? Just apply it smoother. Back over here to the left.
I'm a little confused.
Yep. Drift all the way out here. Come on now. Keep on going. Keep on going. We're going to stay right here for now. Hold right here. Just hold right here. And now get over and pass on the left. On. There you go. Shift. There you go. Onto those brakes. Stay out wide here. Turn it in. Hug that apex down there. Now back onto the throttle and unwind the wheel. Nice and smooth. Good job. Still, just remember to be smooth. Smooth with the throttle.
Okay.
Brakes. Start to turn in. A little bit of throttle. A little bit more throttle. Work your way over to the right though. A little bit of brake and then off. Turn it to the left. Back onto the throttle and unwind that wheel. Hard onto those brakes. Stay out here wide. And then turn it just a little bit later there, but turn it tighter here. Now, squeeze the throttle. Stay over here to the right. Apply a little bit of brake, and then off. Turn it to the left, back onto the throttle. Drift all the way out here. Come out nice and wide. Nice job. Turn it in. Turn it in. More throttle, more throttle, more throttle. Now, unwind the wheel. Throttle all the way. Shift. Hard onto those brakes, downshift once. Start to turn in. I'll get all the way down. Keep it tight, tight, tight. There you go. Now squeeze the throttle. No need to downshift there, okay? Onto the brakes. Start to turn in. Come off those brakes. Back onto the throttle. Work your way over to the right. Little bit of brake. Off. Turn in. Squeeze the throttle. Those brakes, stay out wide, Now turn it. Look all the way through.
Okay.
Now turn it in tight.
I got it.
Throttle all the way. Little bit of braking off, turn it to the left, straight through that chicane. Come out wide, smooth out your steering, just smooth it all out. Throttle all the way. Shift. Downshift once. Start to turn in. Now hug it all the way around. Hug it. Now unwind the wheel. Squeeze the throttle. Smooth. There you go. Hard onto those brakes. Ready to start turning in. Come off those brakes. A little bit of throttle. Work your way over to the right. A little bit of brake. Nice. Turning it in. A little bit of throttle. A little bit more throttle. Over to the left. Hard onto the brakes and downshift once. That's alright. Turn it in. You're gonna make a pass on the left. Throttle. Right through here. Turn it into the left. Come out real wide. Brakes, brakes, brakes. No, come out wider this time, man.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Come out just a little bit wider there. Oh, you have a better angle coming out. More speed. Shift. Hard onto the brakes and downshift once. Nice job. Start to turn in. Up that apex down there. Squeeze the throttle now. Onto those brakes. Much better through here. Turn it in. A little bit of throttle. A little bit of brake. Turn in. A little bit of throttle for balance. Unwind that wheel. Let the car come out just a little bit wider there. Onto those brakes. Downshift once. Turning it in. And squeeze that throttle. A little bit of braking off. So remember through here, go straight. It's a straight line. Come out real wide, all the way out. There you go. Look through it. Much better there. Nice job. Now squeeze the throttle. Hard on the brakes here. Turn in. Back onto the throttle. There you go. You're hugging it a little bit more. But just remember to let the car come out. So we need to be all the way over here to the left, right? Onto those brakes. Turning it in. Alright, a little bit of brake here and off. Turn into the left. Up that apex right there. A little bit of throttle. A little bit of brake, brake, brake. Start your turning. Here, we're just going to kind of slow it down just a little bit. I want to do a cool off lap, okay? We're going to cool down the brakes, and then we got another 3 laps, or 2 laps, I'm sorry. So turning it in, just throttle, upshift once, keep on going. We'll get some air over the brakes, cool everything down. Continue on, about 60 miles an hour or so. That's good. So when you're coming through, you're coming out of that turn right there, just remember, just to smooth it out. Smooth out when you come in. You got a pretty good line down, and you're nice and hard on the brakes, so we're getting the car slowed down in time too, so that's good. So continuing on, there's just a car on our right. Just give him the okay, so that he knows that we see him. And now we'll continue on. So we'll tuck in right behind him. So right through here, after that apex, then you unwind the wheel. I want you to be right about here. I want you to be all the way out here. When we come out of that turn, okay? Don't try to keep it in tight. Come all the way out. Use all of the track, right?
Okay.
All right. So then through here, you're going to start turning it in. Nice and smooth. And then you just keep that hand position back onto the throttle that little bit. And then remember to get this good line through here. Turning it in. And then right through here, one thing else I want you to work on, right after the apex, unwind that wheel. You take the load off this right side, take the pressure off of it. And then that'll allow you to carry some more speed into here, and then that'll be good. Turning it in. We're going to come out about that middle of the track here, and then when you work your way over to the right, a little bit more throttle, pick up a little bit of speed here. So you're going to basically turn it in through here. It's almost like a straight line. So you're going to come out real wide here, and then you're going to turn it in. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to stay out here. There's going to be a car on our right, continuing on, and then we'll get back on it, okay? All good. Now, downshift. Let's get back to these laps. All right, brakes, brakes, brakes. Start your turning. Remember to hug it down there, keep it nice and tight, and then use all the track now. Back onto the throttle, unwind that wheel. Stay to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Hard onto those brakes. Stay out here, stay out here. Now start your turning. Remember to keep it in tight. Back onto the throttle. A little bit of brake and off. Turn in. Remember, right after the apex, let the car come out a little bit. Back onto the throttle. Hard on those brakes now. Downshift once. Turn in just a little bit later. Turn it in a little bit tighter here.
Okay.
So it's a little bit late and then tighter. Right? Brakes, brakes, brakes. Turn it in. Remember to come all the way out. Make it real nice wide. Turn it in. And back onto the throttle. We're going to make a pass at the right. Continue it on. Yep, shift.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're going to keep it on the inside now. Hard on those brakes. Just hug it in here nice and tight. Keep it in here tight. Still kind of right there. Okay, now back onto the throttle. No line. Throttle all the way. Hard onto the brakes. Good job. Turn in. Nice job. Smooth it there. Nice. Working way over to the right. A little bit of throttle. A little bit of brake and then off. Turn it to the left. After that apex, start giving it throttle. Throttle, throttle, throttle now. Let the car unwind. Then work way over to the left. Hard onto the brakes. Wait to turn, wait to turn, wait to turn. Ah, turned it too soon there again. Turn it tight.
Yeah, it's difficult at this.
Working way over to the right. A little bit of brake. Turn it to the left. Come on, nice and wide here. A little bit of brake. Turning it in. Back onto the. Wait to throttle. Wait down throttle. Shift. Hard onto those brakes. Downshift once. And this time hug it nice and tight. All the way around. A little bit of throttle. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Start your turning. Nice and tight through here. Back onto the throttle. A little bit of braking off. Turn in. Back onto the throttle. Remember to unwind that wheel. So this is actually going to be our in lap. So Jose, you're going to stay to the outside of the track actually. Right through these two white cones is where you're going to end up and over the hump. Continuing on. Yep. All the way down. Keep on going straight. Follow the tire wall over here to the left. So nice job, really. You've got, you know.
This turn, I just learned now how to do it.
Yeah. You got to turn in really late there. It almost feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But once you turn in late and you get the
Okay,
car rotate,
okay,
you can get on the throttle
okay.
sooner.
I understood in the last lap. What?
Sometimes it just takes a couple laps to get used to it. You're gonna go right down the middle, right next to the silver Cayman and the black GTR. Yep. Continue to pull on forward. We're gonna go right through here. You'll see. Pull it on forward. And stop right there. Put us in the park. Turn the wheel all the way to the left. Yeah, really just working on that hairpin turn a little bit later, getting back on that throttle sooner, and then coming through the chicane. Just kind of smooth out that whole line. But other than that, you got some good lines on the rest of the section. So nice
Thanks
job,
a
my
lot,
friend.
sir.
All right.
Thank you.